Hello everyone, welcome back to House Gnome Gaming and our Frostpunk, a new home normal run. Last time we left off, we were upgrading some of our buildings, getting ready for an inflow of new children, and trying to get our number of Londoners down. Trouble with the Londoners, another act of vandalism. The Londoners have defaced more walls, urging everyone to join them and abandon the city. Some graffiti even mocks your leadership, branding you an unfit leader incapable of doing what it is to save our people. We're going to send the watchman to remove it again. We could ignore it, but I don't want that stuff hanging around the city. Trouble with Londoners. Watch members beaten. Captain, members of the neighborhood watch who were removing the Londoners' slogans have been assaulted. We should do something to protect our people. Send the guards to secure the streets, which will raise hope. Order them to strike back, which will make our discontent fall. Or no escalation. We'll secure the streets. Gosh, we still got 2 days. We still have 2 days before we can do our extended shifts. How are we going to survive? What should we do? Wonder if the captain really has a plan. Nope, no plans. I plan to work you until you die. No, I'm kidding. Alright, Book of Laws. Alright, last time we took the public house, and we did that so that we could get to the moonshine law. If we take the moonshine law, then every meal they eat lowers discontent, and eating soup causes less discontent. So it mitigates the negative impact of eating soup. And since we want to feed them nothing but soup, that's the law we're going to take. Alright, we've improved our heaters. We've upgraded the ability to raise the generator by an entire 10 degrees. And now we're going to do the heater efficiency, which is going to lower the cost of our heaters during the day. Because right now they're using 204 coal a day. Once that passes, it will be even less. And as we get more buildings, the coal use will go up. So we want to mitigate that. Alright, we got it to the temporary settlement, so let's go off to the Dreadnought Landing. How are we doing on housing? 3 vacant beds and 34 kids coming in, so we need to build more housing for them. This says it's covered by both of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take the word that that's covered. Sometimes right here in these little areas where the heat meets between 2 steam generators, it gets a little iffy as to whether or not they're actually being covered, but we'll take its word. Alright, we're getting quite a few steam cores built up. Let's do the advanced wall drill, and then we will take the factory so that we can start building some automatons.
Time for rest.
Alright. We need to get to the frozen grove here. Send them back out. How are we doing on our coal? Still doing good on our coal consumption. 75 kids. Oh, that's right. So you can see we've lost our hope modifier for having all the children in a child shelter, because now we only have room for 45 kids, but we've got 75, so we need to build 2 more child shelters. So as soon as the steam hub is heating back up, we'll build those tomorrow. Policing the streets. Sir, a group of drunk men were disturbing the peace, pushing each other, screaming obscenities, and harassing women in the streets. Our guards intervened and restrained the drunks before anyone was hurt. Punish them or let them sober up? I'm going to let them sober up. Dreadnought Landing. A huge ship has been dismantled here. Only its massive keel plates remain under the ice. Railroad tracks lead south. All right. Explore. We found a piece of hull plate bolted to the boulder. It's engraved with the following inscription. In the year 1886, the American expedition aboard Hephaestus landed here in search of haven from the global glaciation. Well, that's a word. May God preserve the souls of our fellow countrymen who perished on the way aboard our sister ship Prometheus. Sites discovered Tesla City. Okay, what are we carrying? These guys got 116 wood, 123 steel, and 1 steam core. We're going to go ahead and send them to Tesla City. Now, I happen to know what happens in Tesla City, but I will show you when we get there. People support the guards. Sir, people are no longer concerned by the Londoner slogans. Some have started to bring hot soup to the guards patrolling the streets. We just couldn't bear watching them walking the streets in this cold. The slogans, the deranged scrawl of cowards, nothing more. I'm glad to hear that. Although we still have a tendency to join the Londoners over here, and it looks like they picked up 5 more people. So, not that great. We've got 19 sick. We've got 40 beds, so we're doing good there. We still don't have anybody with amputees. All right. Cannot forget to build these child shelters. All right, we can get 1 there. Two, 3. What a weird little layout that is. Tesla City. The city is modern and meticulously built. A tall tower emits a constant barrier of lightning, deflecting the incoming snow. But nobody comes out to greet us. Tesla City, Thunder Unleashed. Love the graphics there. Able minds and bodies will prevail over the cold, reads the slogan over the entrance to Tesla City. A central tall tower shines with blue glow of electric discharges which form a protective dome over the town. But something went wrong here. There are charred bodies lying in the streets, and the stench of burned flesh taints the air. We saw a lightning streak from the tower hitting a building and leaving a gash in its roof. Risk entering the city or stay away from the city? All right. We're going to risk entering the city. If we fail this, we're going to lose our people, but regardless, we will be able to set this up as an outpost. If we stay away from the city, then we won't be able to use this as an outpost. And this outpost produces steam cores, which we want. So we are going to risk it. We've seen a thing or two in our lives, but nothing has ever frightened us as much as this blasted lightning. Until we figured out how to switch it off, that is. Now we'll be able to establish an outpost here. All right, great. We're going to travel on to the fishing village. So now we have the potential to build an outpost at Tesla City and one out here at the coal mine. So we're going to go back to the city. Now we're going to build our second outpost depot. Not actually going to build that house, I'm just using it as a guide. For my streets. And we are going to build our outpost team and send them to Tesla City. That's from our first outpost depot. The second one will allow us to have a second team. "60 Londoners, good grief." All right, now we have the factory researched. This is going to let us build a factory where we can build automatons. Now, first we're going to build 2 wall drills. And then we're going to build the factory. And this is why we needed Tesla City. So we're down to 3 steam cores now, because in order to get this level 3 advanced wall drill, we had to burn 3 steam cores there, another one to upgrade this drill, and 1 to build this factory. A hot spring keeps a tiny patch of sea from freezing here. The Americans used this opportunity to set up a fishing village. It's deserted now. This fishing village used to supply Tesla City with food. Searching it, we found a letter. "Mike, don't return to the city. Tesla is a madman. He cast out all the amputees, all the sick. Jerry's parents and old Beth are among them. There will be blood, that's for sure, and soon. The village was left in order. We could send a team here to start fishing." All right, so if we leave the village intact, we get 2 steam cores. Otherwise, we get some wood and some steam cores. We're going to leave the village intact, though. And we are going to, once this is built, send another team out to start supplementing our food once we have enough wood. All right. So we've got engineers in the factory, and we can start making automatons as soon as we get the resources we need to do so. And let's get a steam hub up that will cover both of these buildings. I think that'll do it at a level 1. We already did this one. All right, so on to the Frozen Grove. All right, so all we need on this one is prosthetics, and so far we don't have any amputees, so we won't go for that one yet. Let's go ahead and build our propaganda center now. Got a decent amount of food coming in.
A new law has passed.
Our own Department of Truth to tell us what to think. You betcha. All right, so they are going to bring us a steam core a day. The door of the research station has been bashed in. There are signs of fighting inside, broken furniture, damaged scientific instruments, and splatters of blood. Inside the ransacked station, we found Tesla's audio diary. A voice sparks. All the observed changes, like suns dimming, volcanic ash, could not have caused such cooling. But what if the huge quake of 1887 in Patagonia was an asteroid strike? There's shouting, crashes, and then silence. Numerous tracks lead from the door towards the mountain. Site discovered, cave hideout. I think it would have been interesting to play Tesla City. Alright, we are in dire need of wood, so they need to get to getting the wood out. Some trees in this grove bear deep cuts in the shape of a cross. We found some bones scattered around them. Poking around the trees marked with crosses, we found shallow graves under each of them. The dead bodies lack most of the bigger muscles, and some bones bear signs of a cutting tool. The corpses have been obviously stripped of edible parts. Now we know what kept the survivors by the freshwater springs from starving. We'll leave graves intact, but we can cut trees for wood. Gotta do what you gotta do. And now we have a winter home. We can actually use that as an outpost for wood as well. If we need to, we can change the outposts at any time.
No time to waste. We've got work to do.
Matter of fact, we might take that wood outpost instead of the food. We climbed up to the cave. A low stone wall stands across its entrance. Behind it, we can see several men. As we approach the cave, its inhabitants pull out rifles and take positions behind the wall, barring the entrance. They are in bad shape, weak from malnourishment and illness. We can try and reason with them and convince them to join us, or we can attack them. Now let's talk to them. Seeing that we have no ill intentions, the Americans told us how they dealt justice to the inventor after expelling him from his city. We buried Tesla's battered body in the cave and are headed home with these poor wretches in tow. So we're bringing home the Americans. Alright, so it's a little cheaper to build the automatons now. Can make it a little bit cheaper even than that, but I think we're going to want to start upgrading our homes. So we'll study housing now. People are still joining the Londoners. So let's get that propaganda center built. And this also has to... It's the front. Okay. This also has to run 24/7, so we're going to put it right here because it looks like it is still in range of this steam hub, which heats homes. And this one we want to... cut down a little. Alright, is anybody coming back with people? Yes. 36 people to be exact. We have 9 vacant beds. So we need to build 1, 2, 3 houses. Should be enough. And let's go ahead and get an automaton started. The propaganda center can now keep track of people's attitudes and influence them. Hope rises. Ooh, big ol' hope boost. Alright, research the houses, and we're going to research the redesign to make them a little cheaper because we're going to be building a lot of these. And we also need some more resource storage. And some more food, I think, because I think we're going to... Yeah, as soon as we have enough wood, we'll create another outpost team, and I think we're gonna send them for food. Order dawns on our city. This sign fills our hearts with pride. This sign will remind everyone that we're a city of order. Glorious, may the flag fly over our city. I didn't finish reading that one, darn it. All right. Propaganda bulletin. A news bulletin delivered to every household will reassure people that we're protecting our city by maintaining order, and hope will rise. Rises significantly, and now people have a tendency to abandon the Londoners. We have 8 days left to get all 65 of these people back on our side. Oh, good. We have more workers coming in. Excellent. All right, we need food ration storage and coal. Food theft. Someone has stolen 211 food rations from the stockpiles. People are saying it was the Londoners gathering supplies for their journey. Seems this ridiculous idea of leaving for London is gaining traction. We are going to send the guards to catch them because we can't have people stealing our food. And the guards succeed. Got our food back. And 10 people abandoned the Londoners. Sir, several of the people who wanted to flee to London have decided to trust you and stay. They say that your recent decisions convinced them there's hope for us yet. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. All right, so we can now put people back on extended shifts. This is going to raise our discontent, but we need to do it. We're going to do it for Steam right now. How are we doing on our food? Doing okay on the food. I think we're actually going to use the outpost center to run coal. And there is our first automaton. And here we go. Let's put this automaton on the advanced wall drill. So this is going to remove the need to have work. Oh, excuse me. This is going to remove the need to have workers in the building. The building's going to run for 24/7, but you have to have steam hubs or the generator on. The steam hub can be off as long as the generator is running. It will allow the automaton to fuel itself back up. All right, let's get another automaton going. No, we're out of wood. That's okay. All right. So we are fully explored on this side. So let's go out to the fishing village and start exploring these remaining areas. And now we have wood, so let's start up our next outpost team and send them to the coal mine. Using automatons. Our first automaton is operational. This will help our economy greatly. Automatons can replace entire manual labor crews. They work around the clock with short breaks to refuel at the generator. We can research upgrades to raise their efficiency and capabilities. I see. All right, we've got 5 more engineers, but I think we're good. I want to research a little faster though, so I'm going to put these workshops on extended shifts and take the discontent hit. That's all of them, right? Yeah, that's child shelters. Because we're still going to keep our tendency since our hope is so high. And if you take a look, you'll be able to see the automaton riding the steam hub whenever it needs to fuel up. It's pretty nifty looking. And we are full up on wood. There's our second automaton. We're going to put him on a steelwork so that we've got one steelwork going at all times. And we're going to make another one. Okay. And we're going to send these explorers out to Tesla's grave to start exploring out here. And our next bit of research a 2-degree come in. All right. I'm gonna work some more on our heat. We haven't been doing anything with it for a while. So let's upgrade our power efficiency 100%. And that will allow us to turn our generator all the way up to steam level 4. And we'll see what goes on after that. Well, this is a good stopping place. Got quite a few people coming into the city. We have almost explored the map. We're turning the tides on the Londoners. And we are slowly becoming an autonomous city with creating our automatons. Good time to stop. And we will continue next time. Thank you for joining me for today's video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like below. If you'd like to see more, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified when new videos come out. Once again, I'm House Gnome Gaming. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.